Welcome back to Listen, I Have an Idea. I am Heidi, and today is November the 7th, which means we are an entire week into NaNoWriMo already. I cannot believe how fast this month has been flying by. How are you guys doing with your writing? I am really curious to know. A lot of you have been leaving comments down below my videos, letting me know how your progress has been going so far, and I would love to hear at the 1 week point, where are you sitting at with your word count? Do not shame yourself if you are not sitting where we're supposed to be for the daily goals. That is not something we do here. This is a positive environment where we talk about all things writing, and we do not shame for what your word count is, because at the end of the day, so long as you are having fun, that's all that matters. Don't worry about those word counts. Eventually it'll happen, and if it doesn't, don't stress about it. There are other things to worry about in life. Trust me. It's just words. One day it'll happen. That is what I've had to tell myself for many years in a row, and I finally think that this year something is cracked, and I have just learned how to deal with the high stress that comes with November and somehow perform and get these words done in a day. One day I didn't do it. I wasn't stressing about it though. We eventually caught up and now we're good. So please let me know down below how you guys are doing. And if you want to share a little bit about what your story is about, I would love to read it. And I'm sure some other people would love to read it as well. All right. Before we get into today's writing, I'm going to take these off because the glare is just too much and they are quite dirty, so I can't really see anyways. I want to set a little bit of a mood for today. It is 9 o'clock right now, 9 p.m. to be exact. I did not get any writing done today, which is fine, but since it is the evening time, it is quite dark outside. There's pretty much a full moon out. I want to set a little bit of an atmosphere, a vibe, if you will. This entire month, I have not been writing with music on, so we're going to change that today. I'm going to pick something from my, I would like to say extensive record collection to play. Let's light a candle, let's pick our music, and let's get going. It's the lighting of the nightly candle. The time has come to share with you some of my record collection. Today is not a day where I'm going to be listening to some pop soundtracks. Oh, no, no, no. Today we are going for an instrumental soundtrack. This bad boy. Oh, yeah. This is my record setup. It is set up on one of my taller dressers, so it is quite high off the ground. This is the Audio-Technica record player that I got off Amazon back a couple years ago. I really enjoy it. It's pretty basic. That's about it. I am not an expert on record players, but this one is a lot better than the Crosley one that I had, that's for sure. The speakers are Edifer, also from Amazon. This is custom. This I made myself, not the album, but the picture frame. So basically, it is just a display stand. So when I'm playing something, you have the vinyl that gets to sit up there, and when there's nothing in it, it just looks like a little piece of artwork. It is essentially 2 little hooks that hook into this picture frame and a bent hanger that holds it up at the top, but the gold match. And the painting, yes, I did paint it myself. It matches the painting that I have directly across the room. That is the other said painting. It is quite large. It is like 2.5 feet by 2 feet, so quite big. I painted the frame, also painted the picture myself. Let's switch out Midnights. Sorry, Taylor Swift. We're gonna pop in Pride and Prejudice. And here for Pride and Prejudice. Ooh, vinyl is black. And up this guy goes. The Pride and Prejudice soundtrack is one of 2 vinyls that I have that is completely instrumental. The other one is not conducive for the type of writing that I would be writing today. I'm almost a little bit embarrassed to show it, but I'm also so proud to share it at the same time. And this is Meco's Galactic Funk Star Wars vinyl. This I saw on TikTok back like 2.5 years ago, and I knew I needed to add it to my collection at some point. I thought for sure I'd have to thrift it, but I actually found it at my local record store for like 15 bucks. So I picked it up and it's amazing. But Galactic Funk is not the mood for today. We're going with the romantic vibe of Pride and Prejudice. So for now, it's going to go back on the shelf. There we go. It goes back there. I will be doing a record collection probably this weekend, so stay tuned for that if you are interested. All right, what are we writing today? Today's goal is chapter 8. Maybe not the entire thing, but to get at least 2,000 words done, because I think, if I remember correctly, I am sitting so close to that 20,000 word goal. We are less than 300 words away from hitting it today. That'll be done pretty much within the first 20 minutes of the writing sprint, not gonna lie. But what are we gonna work towards after that? My goal is to probably hit about 2,000 words today before midnight. We're gonna worry about getting as much of chapter 8 as possible before I can no longer hear words in my head enough for me to type them out on the screen. I was going through my notes for chapter 8. This one's going to be a Mara's perspective. Keep that in mind. And I came across this line that I thought for sure Mara had said back in chapter 6. Now, moral to the story is I have a very short memory / attention span. So this is actually something that Nate had addressed in chapter 7, which I literally wrote yesterday and the day before. So how did I not remember this? I don't know. But basically, now Mara gets to talk about the same topic in her perspective. It is going to be so cute. Do I want to reveal what it is? Yes, I will tell you. Okay, you can't keep anything from me. Don't tell me a secret. Anyways, Mara is going to be wondering if he is single and looking at his ring finger to see if he's wearing a ring. And Nate had just done the exact same thing the previous chapter beforehand in a not so subtle way. I just thought it was so cute, such a coincidence. And I patted myself on the back for remembering to include such a cute little trope. All right, enough giggling. Let's get to the writing. So 300 words. I will update you hopefully once we get to the 20,000 word mark. Figured I would pop you into my Scrivener just so you can see me setting up the next chapter. Every time I have done this so far, it has been part of a time lapse. So you really don't get to see it. But this is essentially it. Me writing in my manuscript, I write it there. I put the little number right here because if you don't put anything on this little card, it'll show you your text right away from within the chapter. So that is why I put it there. That way when I bring you guys back out to this main screen, it at least looks consistent. Here we go. We're going to pop on in here. And just to prove that I'm not lying about that daily word count, there we go. 19,717 words. So we got less than 300 to get there. Let's get writing. We have done it, you guys. 20,000 words. We still have so much more yet to write tonight, but I just thought I would share that fun little monument that we have crossed. 10:31 p.m. Figured I'd give you a little update. We are at 1,538 words. That pushes our hourly goal to exactly that, 1,538 words. Guys, these words are flowing tonight, and I don't feel like slowing down anytime soon. I will be holding off updating the NaNoWriMo website, though, until the end of whenever I decide to stop writing, so we'll wait. But hopefully we will finish before the clock strike midnight. I think that that's enough toys for you for now. Do enough fun play with all of them. I'm going to call it quits here today at 2,087 words. Yes, I know we could go to the 22,000 word mark, but you know what? I need to save some words for tomorrow. That way I feel a little bit inspired. Let's add these words in here. So today, 2,087. I'm feeling really good about those words. Of course, just filling them in. I did start earlier, about 9:30, 9:29-ish, I think. There we go. We have added them. I think this puts us at, oh, there it is. It just showed up. We got the 7-day badge. Perfect. Tomorrow, we're going to be working on the 25K badge. I'm liking it. We're doing well so far. At this point, we are sitting where? Just a little bit over day 13's goal. Today's writing was quite successful. As you saw, I got quite a bit, I guess 2,087 words into chapter 8. There is still a lot that needs to happen in this chapter in order for it to be considered finished in my mind, and a lot of the writing is quite rough. Most of my dialogue that I have between the characters does not have any type of punctuation at all. There is no descriptors at the end of it describing what's going on. It's banter. It's every other line going like this, like a little bit of descriptions in certain spots where I needed it to be. So it really needs to be edited properly. And editing takes time, and time is not something that I have right now. So that means it's just going to be staying in its rough form. Tomorrow I will go back and I will try to make the entire chapter look quite seamless. Finish it up, move on from there. That's it. That's all I got for today. Let's talk about the plans for tomorrow. Obviously, finishing chapter 8 is number 1 on the list. The next thing will be to write chapter 9. Of course, chapter 9 follows chapter 8, but chapter 9 and chapter 10 have a couple of really cute interactions that I cannot wait to write. I'm literally dying inside to write these interactions. It's a moment. You see the lead up to the moment in chapter 9, and you see the moment happen in chapter 10, and it is so cute. And every time I think about it, I think, oh, it's going to be the sweetest thing that I have ever written. Oh, I cannot wait to write it. I literally cannot wait. I want to write it not now, but as soon as possible. So that is on the list for tomorrow. We're going to write that particular scene, and it's going to be exactly how I pictured it happening. Obviously, 25,000 words is in our reach tomorrow. We are going to take it. We are going to claim it. Claim that badge, the 25,000 word goal. Let me do the math. How far off are we? We are 3,196 words away from that goal. That is achievable in a day. That's achievable in probably 3 to 4 hours worth of work. A lot of work, but it is achievable, and it's something that we will be doing tomorrow. Doesn't matter how late I have to stay up. It is happening. I feel very aggressive tonight. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's the coffee that I had earlier. It's just putting me in a mood to write, to want to continue writing this cute, cute book. I'm going to get going before I continue rambling. Thank you so much for following along today's writing journey. Please let me know down below how you guys are doing with NaNoWriMo so far, being that we are 7 days in. I love reading the comments in all of my videos. I will try better to start responding to some of them. But yeah, if you feel comfortable, please let me know down below so that we can all share in our journey together. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Until then, happy writing. Bye. I put a sock on Lizzie's foot thinking it would be hilarious. What you got there? What you got? Do you want a sock? Show me the sock. Lift it up. Lift up the sock. Let me see the sock. Ready? Give it to me. Chickapah.